Here are my, up until now, top 5 Scotty Kilmer fails.
And these little brass connectors so you can splice the two ends together.
So up first is probably the most famous clip. It's Scotty using these compression fittings to splice his brake lines together. Now, this is an all-around bad idea, and the package even says not for use in automotive brake line systems. This is actually illegal in some situations, especially for public transportation. Now, brake lines have a lot of pressure behind them, and they also are exposed to a decent amount of heat. With these two factors, these brass fittings are going to expand and contract a lot, and they're very prone to failure and leakage. And like I said, you don't want to save money on your safety.
Sometimes it might take 100 to 250 miles of driving for the cleaner to do its thing, but it's certainly worth it if it stops your problems.
So this clip is from his video about changing transmission fluid. And this video is actually twofold. But the first thing I want to point out is look how dirty his gloves are. He's driving this customer's Lexus around and he's putting his dirty, greasy gloves all over the center console and the steering wheel. And I'm sure he doesn't have a mat down in the floorboard and the seat. I don't think I'd appreciate that very much.
Get it out of the way.
Now, this next one might be kind of easy to miss. This is from another brake video where he's changing the brake pads on a car and he removes the brake caliper and just lets it dangle from the brake line. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm dealing with brakes, especially in my personal car, I take extra special precautions to do everything exactly right. Because that's one thing you don't want to screw up. And I thought not letting your brake calipers hang from the brake line was like first day stuff at mechanic school. But I'm not sure.
And in this case, I'm also using Lucas Transmission Fix because it works great on cars that have rough shifts.
So Scotty pushes a lot of snake oil. I've talked about the steel seal head gasket repair before that he swears by. He also swears by this Lucas Transmission Fix. Enough so that he has 2 videos about it. Now, this may work to an extent, but I just find it ironic that in the video about magnetic oil filters, he says,
A magnet holding in metal pieces is the least of your worries. If you actually have metal pieces inside your engine, you got a problem inside the engine where the metal's breaking down, and no magnet's going to fix that. That's like closing the barn door after the horses have already run away.
but a slipping transmission can just be fixed by extra thick oil? It's just a band-aid, really. And it might buy you a few months or a year, but sooner or later it's going to go out.
If you need to change the engine in your car, then today's your lucky day. Because today I'm going to show you how to change an engine in your car.
Now, this could really be its own video, and I may do that in the future, but right now I just want to talk about how much this video bugs me. He's talking about changing or swapping your own engine, which is doable, it's great, it's possible, but just look.
Now you have to take everything off the old engine, including the exhaust manifold.
Yeah, so he basically just tells you to detach everything from the engine,
Then you
hook it up to your engine hoist, and
one on the front to pull it up. Then pump it up to clear the
lift.
engine bay.
Now, this video is barely over 2 minutes long. He spends more time talking about floor mats. If you've ever done an engine swap, you know it's more complicated than that, and it's more nuanced depending on the car. I sincerely hope that nobody watched this video and thought, hey, I can do it, and just went outside and started taking their engine out. Because I'm sure they were in for a very big surprise. Alright everybody, that's it. That's my top 5. I may do more. Tell me what you think, if you liked it. If you have any ideas, let me know. Put it in the comments. Like, subscribe. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.